Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 2 of an Elder Scrolls Online Markarth walkthrough. In the previous episode, we met up with Varandas here in the Reach, and we explored it some, and explored some of the city of Markarth, but we need to meet up with Varandas and see if we can use some information that we've gained about these witch rebels. We're going to talk to the Despot of Markarth and see if we can curry favor with him by giving him this information. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ard Caddach holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn?
The rebel leader might be Arana. They're gathering in the eastern hills.
Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against?
Not exactly, but they have spies in the city, urging people to flee to the hills.
Flee the city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ard Caddach. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me.
Alright, I'll present my findings and try to convince Ard Caddach to meet with you.
Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Caddach. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the Despot of Markarth. But you can never be too certain with Reach folk.
Why don't you come with me to speak to Ard Caddach?
I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Caddach and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands.
So what will you be doing while I'm trying to see Ard Caddach?
I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Arana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
Alright.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep?
Hey, give me a break. I bring information from Count Varandas concerning the witch rebels.
Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ard Caddach?
Yes.
You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today.
I understand.
Not yet you don't, but you will. Ard Caddach's as likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
Okay. I am neither a fool nor a flatterer, certainly not a flatterer, so he should like me.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat.
It's the latter.
I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the Despot of Markarth?
I bring information about the witch rebels from Count Varandas Ravenwatch.
The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer, eh? Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs.
They have spies in the city, urging your people to flee to the eastern foothills.
Spies? In my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin.
I think the leader of the witch rebels is named Arana.
Arana? I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bury her sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now.
Did you say you made peace with the Grey Host?
Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
Yeah, what this guy doesn't realize is that if the Grey Host is looking for some ancient relic, it's probably something that's going to destroy all of Tamriel or turn people into zombies, or he's going to be sorry he let them have it, right? Alright, I'll speak to Lady Boleyn.
Find Arana. Then I'll talk to you, and the noble. Not a moment before.
Ah, come on, talk to me. That person's bear is getting in the way.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Caddach's voice it carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said?
Yes, Ard Caddach asked me to help you find her.
Ah, therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
So Ard Caddach wants you to find her?
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels, find Arana, and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach.
Okay, I'll find Arana.
That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ard Caddach's court wish to know?
You look as out of place in this court as I do.
While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ard Caddach. His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk.
How did you wind up at Ard Caddach's side?
A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts.
A bridge?
Yes. A bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass.
What's the rebellion all about?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
If they're just a nuisance, why do you want me to find Arana?
It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed.
I thought Ard Caddach said he made peace with the Grey Host.
Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned.
You know, we thought the walls of Solitude were impregnable too, but it turned out that was not the case. Tell me about Ard Caddach.
A history lesson? Very well. Caddach is the cousin of the late Emperor Leovic. He was appointed ruler of Markarth and has governed this region ever since.
I've heard him called both Ard and the Despot of Markarth.
Ard is an ancient title that translates to King of the Fort. The fort being Markarth and Understone Keep. As for that other epithet, it's a name given to him by enemies and outsiders. He may be cruel at times, but he's no tyrant.
Why isn't he just called the King of the Reach?
Reach folk have a saying. Anyone can be a king in the Reach. No one can be a king of the Reach. Few Reach folk will accept a true sovereign. It isn't in their nature. Of course, that makes Caddach's attempts to safeguard this region, complicated.
Okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, I'm going the right way.
Over here, my friend. How went your... Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Caddach.
Unfortunately, I cut him off. I think he was saying, tell me about your offer, tell me about your meeting. Not sure. Ard Caddach sent me to his advisor, Lady Belaine. They asked me to find the rebel leader, Arana.
Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're offering to go find the rebel leader, but it sounds like the rebels are the good guys this time. It's the city that's on the wrong side. They're on the side of the Grey Host. So I don't know why we're helping them. You can see a quest marker here. Let's see, okay, here we go.
You! I've been looking for you.
Me?
You there. You match the description I was given. I have a message for you from Lyris Titanborn.
What does Lyris need this time?
The Titanborn wanted me to find you and tell you she was on her way, but she had something she had to look into first. She said that if you weren't incredibly busy, she could use your help. Mentioned that you had an uncanny knack for solving problems.
Do you know what she was looking into?
All I know is she found something at the Reachwind ritual site. It really got her companion excited. They stayed behind and sent me on ahead to deliver the message, which I have done. Now to see if a Nord can buy some mead around here.
Okay, I'll head to the Reachwind ritual site and find Lyris.
I need to report in to Jarl Svanna and the rest of the contingent from Western Skyrim. After I quench my thirst. The road we traveled was long and dusty. Remember, the Reachwind ritual site. That's where you'll find Lyris Titanborn.
Jarl Svanna has come to the Reach?
Yes, along with a contingent of Skyrim dignitaries. She figured it was the least she could do since the Grey Host attacked both our realms. Offer help the way Eastern Skyrim aided Solitude.
Are things back to normal in Western Skyrim now?
Normal? I'm not sure what that is anymore. But if you're asking how we're faring, we're doing fine. Distribution of the elixir continues, and they found a way to cure the Harrow.
Great.
And except for a few disorganized bands, the Grey Host is on the run.
Even better. You mentioned Lyris's companion. Tell me about them.
He's a big red guard, but he looks puny next to Titanborn. Short bones, though doesn't everybody.
Pretty much.
They say he's some kind of sword master. Or was it a dragon guard? I'm not sure. It's hard to remember anything other than his beard. It's impressive.
Okay, I'm not going to respond to the beard comment because this character's never met Sai Sahan.
I need to report in to Jarl Svanna and the...
Alright, he's just repeating himself. Now, let me see. It seems like we had one other quest. Let's see. Is this it? Find High Shaman Glenrock. Then I think we'll be ready to leave the city after that. I also would like to know where the crafting stations are. Let's see if we can find them on the map. I'll go take this quest first, and then we'll look for the crafting stations, just to see where they are. There's no door there. This is the correct building. But I can't seem to find the doorway. this way. Here we go. Shrine of the Hunt Father.
You approach with purpose, Wanderer. Hircine has sent you to me for a reason, it would seem. My apprentices should return shortly. I sent them to retrieve the sacred relics needed to dedicate this shrine. Until then, what can I do for you?
I recovered this relic near Apprentice Guerina's corpse.
Guerina's dead.
She is.
I feared it was so when she did not answer my summons. But I prayed I was wrong.
Sorry for your
Hircine
loss.
will guide her to the hunting grounds, and she will find her place. You say you recovered the relic, the Symbol of Hrokkibeg, I hope.
Yes, I found this simple totem of claws and fangs.
Aye, that is the relic, simple though it may appear. Hrokkibeg is but one aspect of Hircine, known also as the Mighty Bear. Will you give me the relic so I may add it to this shrine? That would be a fitting tribute to my lost apprentice.
Here, place the relic in the shrine.
And I thank you for that, Wanderer. Apprentice Guerina would be pleased to know it made it here. The Symbol of Hrokkibeg will forever be a part of this shrine, helping to create a proper sanctuary. Here, I can't let you leave without a proper reward.
We got Staff of the Spirit Within. Adds weapon damage. That's kind of weird. Who would want a staff that adds weapon damage? Okay.
May the Hunt Father guide your path and lead you to the most worthy prey, Wanderer.
Tell me more about your apprentices and the relics you sent them to retrieve.
Ard Caddach granted us this hall to establish a shrine to honor Hircine. I sent my apprentices to retrieve the symbols of the 5 aspects from the clans that guard them. They will be safer inside these walls.
What are the symbols of the 5 aspects?
Hircine the Hunt Father has many names, but only 5 aspects. Alrebeg, Storebeg, Gulabeg, Hrokkibeg, and Urikenbeg. A proper shrine must honor them all. I sent my apprentices to the clans with some of the most revered versions of the symbols.
And none of them have returned yet?
Just Edela, with the symbol of Alrebeg. But this shrine will not be complete without all 5 symbols. Perhaps Hircine tests us, making us hunt for what we need most. The Reach is dangerous, though, especially now. I fear for my apprentices.
You think your other apprentices are all dead?
I certainly hope not, but they've been gone so long. If you run into my other apprentices, offer whatever aid you can. And if the worst has happened, I would be grateful if you could retrieve the symbols they carry and return them to me.
I sure will. Let's see what's going on around here. Alright, no new lore books. Can't steal from the priest. He's too good. I pickpocketed a guzzard feather quill from her. Whoa! That's not what I meant to do. Alright, now let's see where the crafting stations are. Looks like, in Underhall. I love the sound of the waterfalls all around us. It's a beautiful city. The art team did a really good job on this. What's this person doing?
Wonder what lives in the waters here. Might find a spot to drop a line one day. Some of the witches think it's a bad idea. They say I might catch a little dwarven machine shaped like a fish.
You could. I have seen people fishing in these waters, so there must be something good you can get from there. Maybe it's below. It's below. Alright, let's see. We got...
Met Ard Caddach once. The Despot of Markarth, you know. That man's eyes will cut through you like an apple. You don't want him as an enemy. Trust me.
Alright, here's woodworking. And then I'm gonna need clothing. Where's the clothing station? Here's blacksmithing, which is the first one we went to. And then we did woodworking, and there should be a clothing station nearby. Here's jewelry crafting. Why do we have 2 jewelry crafting stations here? That seems redundant.
You can learn much of the rich folks' customs by plying them with drinks. Just know it is impolite to refuse to drink from a school. But enough of that. You are here for enchanting, yes?
No, I'm not. I'm here for clothing. I mean, I guess I can look at the enchanting place. Do have some glyphs.
Jora, May, Jejota. Jora, Taderi, Jejota. Jora, May, Jejota.
Alright. Yeah, we got 2 enchanting tables, 2 jewelry crafting. And I don't see any clothing anywhere. Must be on the other side here. Alright, quit messing around. There's the alchemy station. And got nothing. Can't make anything there. Let's see, can we research anything? Probably not. Used up all my slots. That actually looks like a pretty nice helmet. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch out this helmet. And I'll deconstruct the old one. Alright, so that's where the crafting stations are. It's a good thing to know. Probably going to spend a lot of time in here. Could check out the Fighters Guild too, but there's probably not much in there unless you've got a new character that hasn't done the Fighters Guild quest line from the core game.
No offense, but can we conclude our business quickly? I have to get back to my research.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much in here.
Word of advice, don't crowd the clan folk of the Reach, especially the ones new to Markarth. It's an invitation to enjoying a dagger prick.
Okay. If you came here on a new character and had not done the Fighters Guild quest line from the core game, I'm sure you could pick up a quest here that will send you to the core game areas. Alright, so let's leave Markarth. That's a big drop. I don't want to do that. We'll go down the stairs.
After all this blows over, I might roam beyond the Reach just to see more of the world out there. Just need to survive this dust up first.
Okay, well keep fishing, man. Hopefully you don't run across a dwarven fish. Alright, let's go ahead and take this cart. Where does this go? That goes to Aradon. Don't want to take that one. That goes to Stone Falls. These are all core game areas. This goes to Western Skyrim. That's nice. There's still a bug right now. If you take this cart and then you try to take the cart back, it won't let you. Hopefully they'll fix that soon.
None of these weak strangers could face a true Reach challenge. Our clan.
Okay. So this is Vateshran Hollows, the new arena. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go in here and turn in the quest and get the gold. Then come back out. It's a pretty interesting looking place.
Ah, you should. When I received Enger's message, I thought for sure he jested. A stranger from beyond the Reach would never agree to partake in the Vateshran's rites. And yet, here you stand. Are you certain you want to do this?
Yes, I came to accept the challenge.
Usually Reach folk train their entire lives for this day. They enter knowing full well that it may mean their death. If you choose to turn back now, you shall lose your pride, but keep your life. So, once more I ask, are you ready?
I am. Tell me what to do.
Twice you affirmed to me your commitment to the rites. So it shall be. The path lies before you. Through here you will meet our rites matron. Speak with her to begin the challenge. I wish you luck. Perhaps you will emerge to honor the Reach. By even agreeing to perform the Vateshran's rites, you show more courage than other outsiders. The Reach crawls with those who don't belong here these days. But only you show us this respect. Let's hope you survive.
Who is the rites matron?
The rites matron oversees every entrant into the Vateshran's rites, providing them instruction and ensuring we follow our clan's oldest traditions. She held this honor long before I was born, and I suspect she will continue long after I fall.
Alright, and here's the weekly quest. Say weekly, I believe it's...
Closer. Come closer. Let me see your face.
I believe this is weekly. You can pick this up once a week and get a
Curious,
coffer.
an outsider approaches. So rarely do we see one enter these hollows. What could you seek? A challenge? Wish to test your strength against the spirits? Tell us, outsider, what do you know of the Vateshran's rites?
Tell me about them.
The rites determine who may dwell in the Reach. They separate the strong from those too weak to survive in our lands. If you do not belong among our people, then you shall perish. Do you have the strength of a Reachman?
What do I need to do to succeed?
Realms of oblivion leak into this cavern. 3 wings, each holding 2 champions of the great spirits. Pass through each wing. Defeat every creature found within. Only once you clear a wing, may you move on to the next.
I accept the challenge.
This door leads to the choosing. Once inside, decide on the first path to take. The rites continue until you destroy all creatures within. A rare offer of caution. The Hallows behave strangely in recent days. Stay wary.
Tell me more about the Vateshran's rites.
For centuries, the Spirit Blood clan has tested our young with the Vateshran's rites. Once a child possesses the strength required, they enter into the Hallows. Those who emerge become full members of the clan.
Who is this Vateshran?
Not who, what? Songkeepers, glory tongues. They remember the people of the clan. Every leader that falls, every warrior that bleeds, the Vateshran knows them all. Each who survive the rites earns a Vateshran song that will last forever.
What did you mean that Vateshran Hollows has behaved strangely?
After observing Vateshran Hallows for as long as we have, we understand its rhythms and moods. The veil between us and oblivion is thin, but stable. Except for in recent days. Something shifts within the Reach. We cannot yet guess at the cause.
Why do you refer to yourself as we?
We three sisters who maintain Vateshran Hallows serve as one. He could not remove a sister without wreaking havoc on the balance within. The river needs the rain, which in turn needs the sun. So it is with us.
Okay, so I'm not going to go in this door, but I'll do that at some point, some future video. Go in and die constantly, and you can laugh at me dying all the time. But for now, I'm just going to move on with the rest of the zone. Alright, so let's see. We've got quite a few quests here. A lot of these are daily quests, though. We've got Red Eagle's Song, which is very far away. And we've got the Despot of Markarth, the main quest. Let's see where that is. Okay, so fairly close.
Yeah.
What's up with that guy? Guess he's just practicing?
Hold there, outsider. These hills belong to the Reach folk, Rover. Turn around and go back the way you came, or I'll have your nose for a trophy.
I'm looking for the Witch Rebels. I need to speak to them.
Witch Rebels, huh? That's just a label applied by the oppressors, don't you think? Look, we have enough trouble with those Greyhost bastards and Caddach's soldiers. We don't need a curious outsider blundering around and getting in our way, too.
I'm hunting the Greyhost, too. I need to talk to your leader, Arana.
You're a hunter? Truly. Sounds more like Caddach and his keep witch getting up to more mischief. You want to befriend the witch rebels? Then prove it. The Greyhost has set up stockpiles nearby. Find out what they're storing, and then we'll talk.
Alright, I'll investigate the Greyhost stockpiles.
The stockpiles were spotted to the east and south. If you can find out what the Greyhost is using them for, then we'll owe you a favor. And true Reach folk never renege on a favor.
What do you expect me to find in these Greyhost stockpiles?
If I knew for certain, there'd be no need to have you go and take a look, would there? Probably supplies for their army. Though what vampires and werewolves need is anyone's guess. Ritual items, things for their harrowcraft. That's what I expect.
Harrowcraft? Is that related to the Harrow Storms?
Aye. Harrowcraft is what we call the rituals we've seen the Grey Host perform when they summon those cursed storms.
I spent some time researching Harrow storms in western Skyrim.
Then you know the Grey Host has recruited Ice Reach witches to conjure up their storms. They use fetishes and alchemical mixtures in the rituals, so it makes sense they need a place to store those components.
I heard them call you witch rebels. Are you a witch?
Are you daft, outsider? Do I look like a witch to you? A true witch has power, hears the spirits, knows the old words, commands animals, things like that. Some use their power to help. Others use it to kill. Ice Reach witches are particularly evil.
I fought the Ice Reach Coven before.
Well, you'll probably have to fight them again. They stalk these hills like old ghosts. They're allied with the Grey Host now, don't you know? Greedy hags, the lot of them. I respect their strength, but their hearts are all twisted inside.
Ard Caddach made peace with the Grey Host. Why are you still fighting?
There may be a peace of sorts inside Markarth, but out here we're outnumbered and fighting for our lives. Nothing unusual on that. We won't let the Grey Host disarray our land, and we won't let Caddach give it away just to avoid a little blood.
Okay. I heard a Harrow storm. There it is, right there. Oh, and there's a quest here. Can't tell where it is. Oh, Harrow storm's destroyed. All right.
I don't shirk from tough situations, but that cat asks the impossible. You won't find a braver, more trustworthy mercenary than me. But I'm not suicidal. When that cat asked for help, I didn't know she was planning to walk into the Leviathan's maws, so to speak.
What are you talking about?
There's a tough-talking Khajiit from House Ravenwatch. Calls herself a Dusadaro. She's looking for someone to help her with a delicate mission. I was all set to volunteer. For the right price, of course. And she told me the details.
The details?
She wants to enter the old dwarven ruins and find someone named Cathad. But those ruins are crawling with vampires. Boss Trendler's Lothid clan, to be exact. I told her no thank you. I hate to walk away from gold, but I can't spend it if I'm dead.
I might want to help a Dusadaro. Where can I find her?
You want to find a Dusadaro? You're braver than I am, I'll give you that. Last I saw, she was near that old dwarven tower sticking out of the mountain. They say it's an ancient lift. She plans to use it to reach the lair of the Lothid clan.
What can you tell me about the Lothid clan?
People talk. You hear things. The Lothid are a gang of vampire criminals led by Boss Trendler. They terrorize the locals, charge protection, demand blood tribute, that sort of thing. They use the old ruin as a lair, exactly where Adusa wants to go.
Tell me about a Dusadaro.
What's to tell? I don't really know her. She's connected to some Rivenspire noble house, Ravenwatch, I think. She put out a call for mercenaries and offered a dung ton of gold. If it involved anything other than the Lothid clan, I'd be all in.
Alright, we definitely want to help out the Ravenwatch. But right now, I want to focus more on gaining the trust of the rebels. So, I think we should start by going this way.
Yeah.
I guess this is a point of interest right here too. Reachwind Depths.
Yeah.
Witch Pike Fragment. This gnarled wooden fetish is an essential component of a Harrowstorm ritual. Alright, so they're trying to make Harrowstorms. No surprise there. These lore books, by the way, are really interesting. There's a lot of lore books that are unique to the Reach. Tells a lot of things about the Reach and a lot of things about Reach men and women. So they're pretty interesting reads, but I won't be reading them in this walkthrough. I may someday create a walkthrough where I just read the books. That might be cool, but it'll be separate. Alright, now... Who is Gorgrath? That's Red Eagle's song. Alright, I'm getting close to all these quests are clustered together now. I heard something sounded like a monster, but I don't know where it went. A steep hill to climb. Gray Reliquary. Prepared ashes. Taken from a Gray Reliquary, these ashes have been prepared for their role in a Harrowstorm ritual. Scary Tales of the Druidoc, Book 2. Thought I saw some other loot there, but maybe not. Alright, I think we got one more of these Grey Host stockpiles to investigate.
Yeah.
And it's on the other side of this mountain here. Oh, it's right here. It's a little camp up on the hill. Flora and fauna of the Druidoc Mountains. Letter from Sister Glenold. Sisters, these vampiric servants move like overstuffed hens. Slow, too slow. Our Ashen Lord demands more Harrowstorms. But what are we to do with bumbling oafs who can barely carry a box of turnips, let alone powerful reagents such as Grey Reliquaries and Witch Pikes? Come to the Gathering Circle, just northwest of the Valthoom Barrow. Our friend in Markarth often meets with Grey Host leaders there. Perhaps she can convince the Exarchs to provide more suitable workers. Spirits guide you, Sister Glenold. Now, that is Red Eagle's song. Okay, I need to go to the Gathering Circle. I'll go to Red Eagle's song afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Gathering Circle is down here. Well, I was hoping to change the focus quest. Letter from Lady Belaine. Pentarch Haltring. The Witch's rebels continue to frustrate our efforts south and east of the city. Need I remind you that my intrigues in Markarth cannot bear fruit so long as these pugnacious curs run free? Repeated failures rarely go unnoticed, Pentarch. Your messenger delivered the Ashen Lord's summons without incident, a rare but welcome success. I will make my way to Valthun Barrow presently. Perhaps I won't tell our august leader about your recent failures. Yet. Bound by blood, Lady Belaine.
This one, Tefan. Come, Harrier. Give me your measure.
Oh, here's Arana.
Tefan told me about you, Harrier. You wanted to talk? Well, here I am. What will it be? A battle? I haven't turned anyone into a goat recently, but I'm willing to try if you so much as raise your weapon.
You're the leader of the witch rebels?
Why does everyone insist on calling us that? Tefern, remind me to come up with a better name when time permits. As for later, well, I guide this gathering of rich folk if that's what you're asking. But what about you? Why are you here?
Lady Belaine sent me to find you, but according to this letter, she's working with the Grey Host.
Of course she is. She's a vampire, after all. We tried to
She
slay her
is?
twice without much luck. Quick as a spooked hare, that one, and twice as cautious. We'll have her fangs soon enough, though. You can read? What else does that sheet of paper say?
Apparently, she's meeting with the leader of the Grey Host in Valthun Barrow.
The leader? Now that's a worthy bit of news. Bones and birds guide us well, but there's no replacing a cunning hunter. Go to the Barrow, Harrier. Listen in on their meeting. Find out what Belaine and her master are up to, and I'll hear you out.
Alright, I'll find out what Lady Belaine and the Grey Host are up to.
The spirits will see you safely to Valthum, Harrier. After that, I suggest stealth and a strong blade.
Your rebellion, do you plan to overthrow Markarth?
Overthrow Markarth? What in the mirror's name would I do with all that dead stone? No, my purpose is clear. I need to help our people by shaking Caddach out of his dream. If that doesn't work, I'll split his skull and let it spill out on its own.
What dream is that?
Caddach's dream of being king. Oh, he has a true heart. In better times, he's a fine leader. But we face a lean season. We're hungry. But instead of filling the larder, he dreams of a golden crown. His foolish pride has brought this upon our people.
He rules Markarth. Shouldn't he be crowned the Reach's king?
Not yet. Not until all the beasts of the woods howl his name. And every day he heeds Belaine is another day he proves me right. The Grey Host has dark plans for Markarth. Caddach's stubbornness will get everyone in that city killed.
Are you really a witch?
I am. And a fine one at that. What? Never met a witch before, Harrier?
Not one quite like you.
I'm sure. We're not all like the blood-sucking Belaine, or my misguided sisters from Icereach, though. Some of us aren't over-enthusiastic malcontents with a penchant for violence and destruction. Not all the time, anyway.
Does your power come from Daedra?
Daedra? Ah, the spirits. The old ones. Yes, I've heard them called that. The world is full of whispers, for those with the patience to hear. Most them bloods are just too busy begging pardons from dead gods to pay attention. Pity.
But you do worship the Daedric princes.
Daedra, spirits, crows. It's all the same. Where you see evil gods, we see teachers. Cruel ones, for certain. But that's the world, right? A stone will kill you if it strikes your head. But lifting the same stone makes us strong.
Tell me about you and your rebels.
What's to tell? I'm a proud woman of their age. A daughter of wind, sweat, and the rich soil. As for my brothers and sisters, they're good Reach folk, every last one of them. They mind the spirits and love the land. The real question is, who are you?
I'm Thresdensock.
A fine name, I suppose, for an outsider. But what's in your heart? Most them bloods come to the Reach wheezing under the weight of their purses and writ laws. You, though, I smell the blood of the Reach in you. Not much, but maybe it's enough.
The blood of the Reach?
Aye. Free blood. That's what the Reach is. Freedom. In the Reach, we do as we please. Only way to stop us is to kill us. And we don't die easy. Same goes for you, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, I don't want the torch bug. No. I don't even fish. Orc-style crafting motif. Nord table blueprint. Alright, so what do we need to do next? Go to Valthum? Yeah, go to Valthum, which is right here. So we're closer to these two, so I'm going to go to Gorgrath first.
Yeah.
Who attacked me? These people? Really? They don't look so tough? Well, maybe they're tougher than I thought. Nah, they're running away. That's a player. What is going on here?
Easy, friend. I'm not your enemy. I'm not one of those monsters. And I didn't kill this one. It was the blonde giant and her companion.
Blonde giant? Do you mean Lyris Titanborn?
Lyris? Yes, I think that's what her companion called her. They saved us. We were prisoners of Grey Host vampires. Bound for the blood pens, I'm sure. Then that armored giant... Lyris, you say? She strolled into camp and demanded they free us.
Then what happened?
To be perfectly honest, I had my eyes closed through most of it. There was a lot of shouting and cursing. Threats were made. I heard the blonde giant laugh. Then I heard a great swoosh. Lots of them. Must have been her axe. And her companion's sword.
So Lyris and her companion killed all the vampires?
Every last one of them. They found something on the leader, though. A letter, I think. It got her companion all excited. They mentioned Valthum and departed without another word. So I stuck around to see if I could find anything else of value.
Alright, I'll see if I can find Lyris at Valthum. I was headed there anyway.
I never heard anyone fight like that blonde giant and her companion. A whirlwind they were. Anyway, I think they headed to Valthum. Whatever was in that letter they found, it certainly lit a fire under her companion.
Interesting. Alright, we got one more quest here. And that is this thing with Adusadaro. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her.
Yeah.
This is
This
Adusadaro.
man hates criminals, especially vampire criminals.
Adusadaro of House Ravenwatch.
This one requires an extra set of eyes to watch her back, you understand? What say you, Five Claw? Are your eyes sharp? Will you aid Adusadoro?
What do you need help with?
The Lothid, a local clan of vampires, terrorizes the countryside from their lair in the ruins below us. This one convinced young Cathad to leave this clan of criminals. Or so I thought. For some reason, he returned to them. This
troubles me.
Why is his return to his old clan a problem?
Adusadaro was close to saving a vampire from a life of crime. Why Cathad went back to his clan, I do not know. But I am not ready to give up on him just yet. Will you help me extract Cathad from the Lothid clan, Five Claw?
I'll help you save Cathad.
The dwarven apparatus will take us into the bowels of the mountain, to the Reachwind Depths, the ruins that now serve as the lair of the Lothid clan and their leader, Boss Trenlor. Meet Adusa there, Five Claw, and we will find Cathad together.
Why should I help you rescue a vampire?
Because this one asked you to. If that isn't enough, consider that turning one more vampire away from evil helps everyone. And if that doesn't motivate you, then remember the gold. House Ravenwatch pays well. Very well indeed.
Okay, I can ask what's House Ravenwatch. I already know what it is, but let's ask and see what she says.
A noble house of Rivenspire, to which I belong. As you can plainly see, this one is also a vampire. It is the sacred mission of the Ravenwatch to help vampires fight their worst urges and stop them from harming mortals.
Why do you care what happens to this Cathad?
This one met Cathad when he first became a vampire. Before he got involved with the Lothid clan. I tried to recruit him then, but his attention was unfocused. Between his newfound abilities and Freylith, he wasn't ready to listen to me.
Freylith?
Another vampire. A friend, or so I thought. She seduced Cathad and led him away. I hadn't seen either of them until I ran into Cathad here in the Reach. We talked. He agreed to leave Lothid and join me. And then suddenly, he came back here.
Are you jealous? I mean, tell me more about the Lothid clan.
The Lothid is an ancient clan of vampires, older even than the Ravenwatch. They turned more troublesome in the recent years, ever since Boss Trenlor took charge of the clan. He drives them to perform unspeakable horrors while terrorizing the locals.
Unspeakable horrors?
Oh. Must Adusa paint you a picture?
Yes.
Boss Trenlor has appetites that he forces the clan to satisfy. Murder, torture, extortion. These are some of the clan's crimes. And now, this one hears rumors. Tales of a prison where mortals are kept like cattle.
Sounds like fun. I mean, that's terrible. Let's deal with that.
The dwarven apparatus will take us into the bowel.
Alright, we're gonna have to wait until the next episode to deal with that. For now...
This way, Five Claw. Follow me.
Okay, I'll go follow her in the next episode. And we'll also go to Valthoom, I think they called it. Valthoom, and continue those two quests over there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.